There we go. I am live. Good morning, Road to Success. How are you? I hope you're all well and ready for this Friday. Oh, get me so comfy. I always do this. I'm so prepared and then everything goes last minute. So let me just get myself in the group so I can see. Yeah, I like to see it on a different screen. And when you're using this Zoom, let me get in the group. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. Can you hear me all right? Oh, Tor, is it raining where you are? It's a bit overcast here as well. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Tor. I hope you ladies are well and ready for the weekend too. I'm going to be talking about treating your business as a business because a lot of people, they wonder why they maybe aren't getting, ahead as others are getting and, stuff like that. And it's mindset. It really is about mindset. The minute you start to treat your business as a business, things change, shifts happen. And if you continue to just, post as and when you can be bothered, or, waiting for sales to come to you, not even posting your profile, not even posting, promoting yourself on a page, not even using, Instagram, using your stories, using a group. If you're not doing any of that, then nothing is going to happen. And you can't be, we say like a secret agent. Once you start a business to make money, you need to be telling everybody about it. And when I first started doing this, FM wasn't even on Facebook. There was no Facebook groups. So I started promoting it on Facebook, but it was probably a lot like old fashioned. I mean, yeah, we're in COVID, but it's not going to last forever. We will be getting back out and about, doing events, doing parties, doing one-to-one consultations, and doing sent consultations are brilliant. And it's a great way to promote. Just, having your picture of your kit, who wants a one-to-one scent consultation. You can do online scent consultations. It's just how you word things. And, do you want a perfume party? What about having a fragrance workshop, a makeup workshop, a spring workshop? Get rid of the makeups, switch it up. People like to see a variety and not the same old. So I'm just going to put my little comments up on here, because I'm distracted by myself, seeing myself on there. So let me just go back over here. There we go. Right. I'm going to go through some things that are going to help you probably stay a little bit more focused and treating your business as a business. So you have to, my team will all be cringing because I tell them all the time, be organized. And we all have these nice little books that we can be organized with. But set goals. You have to have goals. You have to have plans. You have to want something in your business, because if you don't have that why, that desire to get something, you are not going to be pushing on as much as you want. And if you do want to get all the way up and get to orchid levels, you need to pull your finger out, and you really do need to set some goals. And I like vision boards, and this is my vision board. I've already ticked off some of these, which is fantastic. Travel, obviously, that's a no-go at the minute. But visualizing where you want to be, not just in your business. And this is another thing I see people say. If I say, what do you want from your business? Where do you want to be? And it's like 9%, 12%, 15%. And that's not what it's about. Yes, levels are brilliant, but the levels bring cash. And what will that cash get you? What do you want? My vision board has bunches of flowers because I love fresh flowers, but fresh flowers are so expensive. So I've set myself one of my personal goals is to buy flowers. And I don't care. Well, yeah, obviously I do care how much, yeah, but I want to be able to just go and treat myself to a bunch of flowers when I want. And that goals don't have to be getting the ensuite done, getting a new couch, getting this, that, and the other. It can be little things. It can be treating your family, take them out to the carvery once a month. It could be just you and your partner going out for, a bar meal once a month. It doesn't have to be big, but you have to be working towards something. And that's what we say about, when you treat your business as a business. I'm going to keep checking in on to any questions. If you do have any questions, I'll try and catch them. If not, I'll get them after this. Morning, Gainer. Let me just see. Okay, morning Naomi, morning Margaret, lots of brilliant ladies. Oh, hang on, I am not. I am. I'm just wondering. I just saw her in here. It's like, why is she in that group? Never mind. I'll look at that later. Okay, so make sure you are organized and schedule. Again, another big thing I find people when I do one-to-ones, they struggle with time. They struggle with, doing a full-time job and working FM around it. You just have to be, do a power hour, spend, get that hour, break it into 15 minutes, do 15 minutes of scheduling, do 15 minutes of, speaking to customers, 15 minutes of, following up with, recruiting leads, 15 minutes of doing something else. And that's it. Then you've touched base. On a morning, I like to prime my feed. I do it a few times a day. Before I'm going to post on social media, I prime, which means you're going to scroll down. I do it. I can't even show you because I'm on my phone, but I scroll through Facebook, I scroll through Instagram, and I comment and I engage. And I'll do that for 10 minutes. Then I'll post my post. And that means I'm going to get more visibility on my post. So that's me treating it as a business. My personal profile is not my personal profile anymore. It's business. And this is something that you do have to get over. It's a big hang up. We've all been there. Oh, I can't post this. What will my mum think? What will my sister think? What will, the next door neighbour think? Who gives us, who gives a what they think? At the end of the day, this is business. You are in this business to make money. So you do what it takes to make money. So yeah, be organized, schedule, have your goals, be motivated. If you're not motivated and you're team building, your team won't be motivated. If you go into if you're not even posting your team group, or you're really flat, this is a great week, happy Friday everyone. I'm gonna be like, what's she on? That's not motivating me. I've been in groups like that and it's been like a graveyard, and it's like, oh, seriously? You've got to find that motivation from somewhere. If you want to rise, you've got to get motivated. And your sponsor can't motivate you. Your husband, your kids, your family can't motivate you. Only you can motivate yourself. You have to have that desire and that why. Be positive. No negativity. Be positive. Stop whinging that your sponsor's not around. Stop whinging that your sponsor doesn't do this, do that. I never worked with mine. At the end of the day, I done everything myself. I made all my documents myself. I got educated myself, and I created these systems to pass down that I didn't have. So you don't need a sponsor to build a business. You don't need a sponsor to get to Golden Orchid. You don't, it's a bonus if you do have a good sponsor. Seriously, it's a bonus if you've got a sponsor who will help you, who'll do one-to-ones, who'll do all this sort of stuff. If you haven't got it, doesn't matter. Crack on and build your business. It is your business to build. Business cards. Now, we don't really use business cards nowadays, do we? Because we've got social media. But what my team really, you can get this on YouTube, is the sample reviewer packs. These are brilliant for those who are shy, who need a little to grow confidence. I was never like this when I started FM. I've learned to develop confidence. I've done, lots of, read lots of books. I've done all my YouTubes and all that sort of stuff. But I find approaching people much easier with this. And you can get all the text off YouTube. So please don't keep asking in the comments what the text is. I'm going to hold it there. And just, you can get it on YouTube. And it's just brilliant. If you're standing in the queue at Asda, do you like perfume? I talk to everyone and it's like, oh, would you like perfume? Yeah, I like perfume. You're on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Brilliant. Would you like to review a sample of perfume? They're not going to say no. They're getting a freebie. Plus you can give them a discount, whatever you want. They can do that. All right, else. Dress like you mean business. This is a biggie. If you go into Harrods, if you go into Debenhams, and if you were to see somebody serving you fragrances and they were wearing, I don't know, they'd just been to the gym and they were a sweaty mess and the hair was all over the place, would you buy from them? No. You were going to buy from the person that's bothered to brush the hair, put some lippy on and knows the products. So you have to get educated. You need to learn your products. You need to, speak like you mean business and dress like you mean business. And yes, you can work from home in your pajamas. Yes, you can do this, but when you go out, you don't know who you're going to meet. If you're going to go live, you know, like me, this is a training, but I certainly would, you know, I'm really conscious that that box is there. Don't know why, but I'm really conscious that that box. If I watch people do live, I know, and I look around. I love it. I love seeing people's houses. I just love it. And I won't be the only one. I won't be the only one. So, you know, you've got to make a little bit of effort if you're going to go live, if you're going to, you know, do a demonstration about your products, do parties, do anything. So this was, where did I get this? TK Maxx. I've got this in TK Maxx. I've got my scabby leggings on, but I've made an effort. I've made an effort. Right. Lead with product. I like to lead with my product. I like to promote my product, because if I'm going to promote a product, say silicone base, I make sure that they can get that in the 10-day sign-up offers. So whatever product I'm talking about, I consciously try and talk about stuff that they can sign up with, because I would rather have people join my team to get the discount than me getting profits from them. Because, you know, when you're starting, yes, you want the profits and stuff like that, obviously. But when you get higher up the levels, you want the points, you want to then start helping people, and helping people save money and earn money is what it's about. So I like to lead with products. People go straight in with opportunity. You know, it's a bit of everything really, isn't it? But I do like to talk about products. And have your kit ready. You know, I carry my kit in my bag everywhere. I have samples everywhere. If I haven't got samples, I've got a zillion perfumes there that I'll make samples with. And I have like little sample vials. In fact, I've got some here. And I got these on eBay, I think. I've got them on eBay. These are to make my advent calendars. 1.5 mil. I think it only costs us about £6 for. I've got loads of these. So I make my own samples up. And if you can't get samples, that's what you do. You just make samples. So make sure you are ready. Your shop is open. You are ready to do business. Now, I am going to end on a few little, just wrap it up a little bit for you. So, are your links ready? I use Evernote on my mobile phone. So if I find having my links on my phone, especially when I'm working on Instagram, so much easier. I have my opportunity video on there. I have my information pack on there. I have whatever tool I'm going to use on my mobile phone. So if somebody asks me for information, boom, it's away. Somebody joins my team, boom, they get a welcome email straight away. Well, not within reason. I certainly wouldn't send them a day later. They get it straight away. I am on it. And that's why I suppose, you know, you get to the levels you're at because you're on it. If you're not on it and you faff about and you give them information 3 days later, you don't follow up, you don't give them any, you know, a welcome. If you don't do any stuff, you are never going to rise. You are going to still be at the same levels. So be on it. So yeah, Evernote, I love it. I use that for my hashtags, for, like I say, my links for recruiting. Everything is on Evernote. I love it. Recruiting packs, and which I mean is like an information pack. Make sure, again, everything is ready. If people want information, boom, it's right out to them. Pop-up shop ready. Are you pop-up shop ready? Goes back to having a kit. You have to be ready. I've seen me I pulled my kit out. I pulled my kit out in the range to a woman who was talking about perfume. And I started the conversation and she got samples. You know, this is what you do. You are ready. And if you say, oh, I left my kit at home, I left my samples at home, I don't carry sample review packs, I don't have Evernote, I don't do this, I don't do that. You need to get busy. You need to start treating this as a business and be on it, because if you're not on it, I'm on it, or somebody else is on it. If you haven't been to speak to that person in the salon because you're not confident enough, I'm going to go and speak to that person in the salon. Somebody else is going to go and speak to that person in the salon. You have to be on it. And I really can't stress it. You know, you can't faff about if you want to build a business. Right. Have your 30-second commercial ready. This is a big one. If I was to say to you, what do you do? Well, I sell perfume, I sell coffee, I sell this, I sell that. And it's like, no, I help women to make money using social media. That's what I do. I help women make money using Wi-Fi. I help women their skincare better. I help men smell amazing. You need to have it condensed, right down, not 5-minute spiels. What do you do? Who do you help? Who do you, this is what people want to hear. So work on that. I help people work from home. I help women do this. And that's it. I think that's enough of me prattling on and going on and on and on. I think you get the gist. Just be ready, be on it, because seriously, if you are not approaching people, somebody else will. And I have these conversations all the time. Oh, my salon's just signed up with somebody else. Oh, such and such has just signed up to somebody else. Well, why is that? Because you've never, this is another big one. If you've got a customer group and all you're doing is posting product, and if I say to you, well, have you done this, that, and the other, and you're not even using your personal profile, you're not even telling anybody that you are looking to recruit and team build, then tough titty, isn't it? It's tough tits. At the end of the day, you have lost that customer, you've lost that team member because of your own lack of being on it. You have to be showing up to go up. And that's the same with training. You've got to show up to go up. If you're not attending team trainings, if you're not coming into the coffee mornings, if you're not prepared, if you are not doing and not being organized, then yeah, you probably are still, you are working a hobby. And, please do not say that you can't get to the next level if you are building a hobby. We can all get good at a hobby, and that's good as well. But I imagine everybody who's on this training wants to rise levels, because if you don't, then you're not going to be watching it, are you? You're not going to watch team training. So everybody watching this, even on replay, you've got to get ahead of the other person in your local neighborhood, because it's growing. When I first started, there was nobody in Cumbria. There wasn't. And I used to go and drive to different, places to do parties and events and stuff. But if I didn't do it, somebody else would sign up, probably not to my team, and go and do it. And at the end of the day, I wanted the points, I wanted the money. So I went out and I done what it took to get that money and income in. And that was with working as well. So I'm not going to say I didn't work, my kids and all this. I was just like anybody else, but I didn't have any experience. I'd never done this before. I just knew I needed money. I had that goal to make some extra money, to get out there. And then I started to build a business, and I didn't do anything for the first 12 months. I was about to drop off the system because the time wasn't right. But when the time is right, you've got to go all in. You have to go all in, and not, just, not titting about or doing, nothing. You have to work your business. Right. That's my words of wisdom for this fine Friday. Have a brilliant weekend. No days off. You can have you can have a little bit of time off, but every day you should be touching your business at least an hour. If it's scheduling for next week, if it's, doing some follow-ups, if it's making new connections in groups, if it's, sharing some tips and value, get on it. Because if you're not, I will. Right. Have a brilliant weekend, guys.